Hey everybody, how's it going? I am selling my 1992 Plymouth Acclaim. The color is obviously blue, like a sky bluish. There are some, needs a little bit of a paint job, but it's nothing too serious. I'm gonna go all the way around the car, and in this review I'm gonna go into full detail about why I'm selling it and the issues that it has, and yeah, so I'm going to go into full detail. Take a look around the car. As you can see, there's a little bit of, there's a small little dent right there, but it's nothing too major. As you can see, the roof, yes, it's in need of a paint job. It's not too bad looking. Side mirrors. The original Acclaim thing needs to be a little bit cleaned up. Like I said, it just needs a little bit of paint on the outside, but the exterior is not too shabby. A little bit of same on the other side. It's peeling a little bit here. Like I said, it's a pretty old car, but it still works, and I'll go into full detail about all that, the mileage and all that. The tires, I don't know if you can see the tread on here, but it's still pretty good. Maybe another 8,000 miles. I mean, they may need to be changed. So we've got the original hubcaps on there, and same goes for all the tires. Well, these tires are a little bit newer, so the rear tires. Let's go over here. I don't know if you can still see the tread or not, but front tires may need to be changed soon, but they still work. Now I want to go inside the car and I'll show you the exterior. Here is the key for it, the original Plymouth Acclaim key. Now, of course, this being an older car, you have no power. Everything's manual windows, manual locks. It has, as you can see, that's how many miles it has. 150,470. This is the interior, and it looks pretty nice. It's still, I kept it very clean. And I've had it about a year, well, almost 2 years now. There's a little bit of crack there in the interior because of the sun, but it's pretty decent, pretty clean all around. Just this one small hole right there. Now this right here, I have the piece for this console right here. It came off when I first got the car. It goes like this. When I first, like that. When I first got the car, it was already starting to come off, and then one day I accidentally pulled it and it all came off. With a little bit of super glue, it'll stick back on. Now I'm gonna start the car. Starts up right away. Now, if you notice a check engine light over there, I'm going to go into detail when I go outside and show you the motor. I'll show you why the check engine light is on. It works pretty well. Radio still works. I put some speakers in here because the old speakers were really bad. Here, and all 4 speakers are changed. Here, there, and the ones in the rear. AC does still work. You'd have to come check it out yourself to see how cold it is. It still works. Heater does not work though, so be warned, in the winters you will probably freeze, but it's okay. glove box. And this is the old light. I just changed my front headlights. This is the old light bulb. Windshield wipers, they still work. Now it needs to, the little nozzle that sprays the soap, it works. I just ran out of the soap. So, and lights, has a rear defrost, parking brake, and just the hood. And I'll take you to see the hood. Now the Plymouth Acclaim, it gets about 21 city and 26 highway. It seats 6 people, 4 doors obviously, 2.5 liters, automatic transmission, 3-speed automatic transmission by the way, and of course made in the United States. Here's the engine. There is a minor leak, very minor leak. It hasn't left me stranded for the past 2 years. We replaced the gasket. I don't know if you can see that little blue. We replaced the gasket right there. I'm asking for this car. I'm going by the Blue Kelly Book official guide, and it's between very good and good. Very good states that has some minor wear, visible defects on the body and interior. Excellent mechanical condition, only minimal reconditioning, no leaks, free of rust, which it is free of rust, and has a clean history. Now good, basically free of major mechanical problems, but may need some reconditioning. The paint, obviously, and the bodywork, it does require a couple of minor touch-ups, as you can see, as I showed you earlier. And there is a minor leaks in the engine compartment. No rust, minor interior blemishes, as you saw in the interior. So I'm asking $14.50 for this car, and I'm gonna stay a little bit firm about that because I need it. I want to get another type of car. I'm looking for a Honda. So now we recently replaced this AC component here that the old one didn't allow the gas to go through. So my dad changed it for me. Just changed the oil. I'll show you in a second. As you can see, this is for the engine oil. I just changed it about a week ago. I got this from the engine oil, so that's the color of the engine oil. Transmission fluid, still quite good. You don't see too much. The reason is because the car is at a slant, it's at a hill, so the transmission oil is at one level, but it still works. I'll show you in a second how it drives. And about the check engine light. The reason is there's a check engine light on the inside is because there is a fuse. There is a cable. I don't know where it is right now. That is attached. That is a sensor that doesn't work. And basically, if we disconnect that sensor, the fan right here that cools the engine will stop working, and the car will overheat. Now, we haven't changed that sensor because it's only a minor detail, so it's not a really big deal. So, the battery, yeah, still good. And a little bit of corrosion, but that can be cleaned off. And yeah, basically that's the interior. So now I'm going to take it for a quick drive to show you how it drives and tell you a little bit more about the car. Alright, now we're inside the car. The car is on. Let me see. Now we're going to go take it for a quick drive. Now, this car does need new mounts, but the mounts is not a really... it needs new engine mounts. And it's funny because we replaced the engine mounts almost about a year now, and they should last for a long time, but we tried to replace them, but they're with no avail. They go out really quickly, so I don't really want to put a lot of money into this car because I'm looking for something. I'm looking for a Honda, but something better, something else. And it's my daily driver, so I'm not in no rush to sell it. All the gears work, and we're gonna go in reverse now. And it still works, and I've had this car for 2 years, and it works very, very well. I've driven it to Tampa, I've driven it to Orlando, And I gotta say, it's a pretty decent car, and it still drives. And I drive it every day. Like I said, I drive it to school, drive it to work. Gonna make a turn here. Of course, it's not a fast car. It's not made for speed, but and then I'm gonna show you the brakes, how good the brakes are right now. So. Not too bad, not too bad. The brakes do, maybe another 5,000, 7,000 miles need to be replaced, but they work pretty well. So yeah, the car drives quite well, quite well. Now I will tell you that the steering, we aligned this car about 2 months ago, and there's something wrong with the axles. I guess the axles of the car, even though the car is still aligned, the steering wheel. Here, I'm going to show you. The steering wheel sometimes, like the car rears to the right sometimes. Even though we still aligned it. And the wheels have not been eaten up because usually when it's not aligned, the tires will be eaten up because of the misalignment. But it still works and it hasn't left me stranded. The wheels will not come off. I guarantee you that the wheels will not like just fly off the car. I've been doing it for 2 years now. Yeah, it's still in pretty working condition. And yeah, so if you guys looking for a daily driver, I will go, yeah, like I said, $1,450. And I'm in no rush to sell it, and it drives pretty well. Speedometer still works. Now, when it's cold outside, the speedometer usually takes a while. When you get to about 50 miles per hour, the speedometer then kicks in and then it starts to work. So when the car warms up, it's still, the speedometer works. It's still, and I've driven this car today already to school and stuff, so and it doesn't overheat, it's not overheating. Now the last thing I just want to show you, the tail lights, the lights and all that stuff. I want to show you that the hazards work. I just turned it on here. And these are the hazards. The lights still work here. And we're going to go to the back. And they both worked on the back. I don't want to show you my tag, so I'm going to do this. And they both work for the hazard. Now I'll show you the turning signals for the lights. And I'll turn on the lights right here as well. And the high beams. Now it is daytime, but the high beams do work. And these are the left turning signal. I'm sorry, yeah, left turning signal. Lights still work. And the right turning signal for the rear and for the front. We're going to shut off the car. I'll take it to the rear. As you can see, this is the rear car. Now in 1992, this car was at the top of its game with interior space. And I have a lot of leg room. Despite the seat being pretty much all the way back. Like I said, only a few interior cosmetic issues. Very, very little. Very, very clean. I have to keep this car as clean as possible. The previous owner here smoked and the car was dirty, but I did my best to make it work. And of course, it has seat belts. Still has seat belts. All the seat belts are very important. And of course, for the middle as well. For the middle passenger as well. Has a child lock on both doors. Rear doors, that is. Trunk space is pretty decent. No rear. I don't have a spare tire, but pretty decent. It's pretty decent trunk space. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is my 1992 Plymouth Acclaim, selling it for $1,450. Like I said, the reason I'm selling it is because I'm looking for a Honda Civic Si 1991, between 1988 to 1991. I just want a project car, and so I can tune it up and make it really nice, really nice. So it's just something that I wanted to do, and what else? That is it. So if you have any questions I'll have my phone there, or if you want to come test drive it yourself. And yeah, this could be the car for you if you need a daily driver for the city. I would recommend this car. And it takes unleaded gas. Forgot to mention unleaded gas, so that's good. No premium gas. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll be more than happy to answer any other questions that you may have. Take care.